Okay. Hi guys, it is Kelly Joe, aka Mystic Entity, and today we're going to be doing a zodiac reading for the month of May 2017. It's for the Scorpio full moon that's about to take place here in New York on Wednesday, at 5:42 p.m. That's May 10th. Alright, so before we begin, you may not be able to see that. Okay. So we have the sun in Taurus, and we have the moon in Scorpio. So the sun is about identity, expression. The moon is about intuition and emotion, that unconscious aspect of yourself. So Taurus, we have the sun in Taurus. Taurus deals with the senses, the pleasures, material aspects, patience, being a rock, sturdy root. That's how I think of Taurus. The moon in Scorpio, that I desire. It's Taurus is an earth sign and Scorpio is a water sign, and it deals with the passion, the emotions. It has very psychic abilities. It's kind of like that mystery, that high priestess card, where there's a lot of like mystery, deep emotions, deep thinking, and they have a willpower and are determined. So for this full moon in Scorpio, and then the sun in Taurus, how I say it is we're going to pour water, which is that Scorpio aspect. We're going to pour some water on Earth, which is Taurus. So we're going to get into, for the Scorpio energy, when we're doing meditation, setting intention, things like that, it's a good time to release fear, release your limitations, bad habits, and just address deep roots about some issues that you have in life. As I said, Scorpio is a pretty intense, deep sign. When you think of a scorpion, it's kind of dangerous to kind of stay back because they have poison and, all those other things. So it's one of those signs where you can get a lot of intense root work done for yourself and for the people around you. It deals with the emotions and the things that you sometimes keep in the dark, like the moon. So we're going to do a reading for all 12 zodiacs, and basically how they can use the Scorpio energy to impact a certain part of their life, what they can work on. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. First off, we have Aries. Okay. All right, what is the energy for Aries? Aries. What can Aries work on as well to manifest with the Scorpio new moon, full moon, excuse me. All right, here we go for Aries. All right, and so I'm going to pull two cards from my African American deck, as well as a focus card with words on them. So just to tie everything together. For Aries, how to energy. Time for this reading. All right, potential. Okay, so the first card that we got that kind of mirrored the sun in Taurus, was the strength card. And for the moon card, the moon in Scorpio, the energy about it was the devil card. And we have potential as your focus word. All right, so the sun deals with individuality, your individual aspects, your expression. So there's going to be some strength that's going to be expressed. And this reading is for the 2 weeks starting from or around the time of the full moon, May 10th, in 2 weeks from now until we get to the new moon. All right, so strength is in the air for Aries. So whatever situations will come up for these next 2 weeks, strength is going to be an area that you're going to be using. So there may be some difficult aspects coming up in these 2 weeks, and you may feel like you want to give up, or you may feel that you're weak or that you don't have the ability to really make it through. But it's telling you that you have strength and you have the potential to see it through. Now for the moon, and the moon in Scorpio, it deals with passion, emotional aspects, your intuition. We'll talk about the moon. So it's the devil card, and I think that's just saying that you should look inside and see if there's some things that you are limiting yourself to. With this card, we have two people that are tied and bound up, but they're not. It's a mental boundary that they're putting upon themselves, a mental limitation. So look into your life for these next 2 weeks and see if you feel like you're being held hostage, if you feel like there's some bondage, there's some aspects in your life that you feel tied up into. It could even be like some addictions that you may have. This is a time where you pay attention to your addictions, pay attention to things that you feel you are, you don't have much of a say or you feel bound and chained to. So that's going to be definitely what the moon in Scorpio saying you should pay attention to these aspects, because these are something that you can release. And you release it by showing, by expressing this card, the strength card, because there is potential for sure once you tap into your strength to get out of these chains. Okay, so your meditation for these next 2 weeks, and when it comes to the moon in Scorpio, is to check out if you have some addictions that you feel that you need to get over. Check out if you have some limitations, some fears, some bondage, some things that you feel chained about that you want to make a change to. This moon in Scorpio is the best time to take some time and focus on them. Write about the things that you want to release. I want to release fear. I want to release jealousy. I want to release my drinking habit. And then it's time to really show up and show out, and to really tap into that strength card that Taurus has. Taurus has a lot of strength themselves, and so tap into that energy, because this is a time where you have a really high potential to break away from your bondages. Okay, so that will be Aries. Next up is Taurus. So once again, Taurus is going to be a Taurus sun. We're in that Taurus season still, and the moon in Scorpio is what's just going to be reflecting all of that. It's going to be kind of like you look into a pool or a mirror and you see a reflection, and the Scorpio energy is going to help to just really take a stab at it and release all the things that no longer serve you. So Taurus is for all my Taurus people. Let's see what's going to be coming on, what's going to be going on for you for these next 2 weeks. Taurus. Taurus. Alright. I'll include focus card. Taurus. Taurus. Okay. Taurus. Your word is aggression. Alright. And your two cards were the Three of Cups, which is about community, friendship, teamwork. This young lady is taking up a cup of, to me it's like gold water, and filling it up for herself and her friends. And she's just having really pleasant thoughts about it. So it's a really good community card, friendship card. And we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about family, harmony. It's about, being rich in your earthly material things. And then we have this focus card of aggression. Okay, so what this is telling me is that it's going to be expressed as something that has to deal with more than just yourself. This is not a one person thing. This is definitely dealing with teamwork. Now, it seems like the intuition, your emotions, is dealing with more of that family or more of that like material aspects of yourself, not so much in the spiritual thing, but in this physical 3D world. So your home, your family, um, your health, it could be, and the expression that we've got is this Three of Cups. So there is a community aspect to this. So let's see. I believe that these 2 weeks is going to be about teamwork, working with a team to get things going so that you can have fruition, that you can get harmony, that you can accomplish your goal. So if you see yourself where people are saying, hey, I need your help, hey, can you help me with this? And if you find yourself where you can work with other people, that's a good thing to go towards because it really looks like it's going to bring you a lot of harmony and a lot of resolutions towards that. So this focus card was aggression, and I think that you should maybe pay attention to this card in terms of how you feel. Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto, right? And Taurus is all about that sensitive and it's ruled by Venus. So with this energy coming about, there could be some kind of rough, bumpy roads. And so if you're dealing with if you're dealing with more than one person, then it's more likely to have some disharmony, some conflict. So pay attention if you feel that you're in an aggressive mood or an aggressive situation. Try and steer clear from that. Try and resolve that because that's going to interrupt your teamwork. That's going to interrupt your bounty that you can have, that you can get. There's a lot of harmony and working together that comes with that, but aggression and conflict and disagreements can happen as well because this is a community and everyone has their opinions. So just look out for that for the next 2 weeks. And if you can get past this card, then you can definitely work together with the people around you, with your family, with your friends, and find resolutions and reach your goals together. So that's your reading, Taurus, for these 2 weeks following the full moon. All right, next up is Gemini. Gemini. We keep shuffling. Oh, shows back up to Gemini. What is the reading for Gemini? It's full moon in Scorpio. Okay, let's shake this thing. Here we go. I'm going to do focus card for you, Gemini. Okay, feel like the reading for Gemini. Oh, same card, aggression. All right. So, Gemini, we've got the this aggression card for you as well. And we've got the Wheel card and the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Wheel card in the Sun of Taurus, there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of roads, different paths that you can go on, right? Because you're trying to achieve things in your life. And with the Sun in Taurus, it's about, those material kind of things, building things for yourself, getting things in this material world. And so there are different things that are waiting you, maybe some options that you're going to have to make a decision about, different paths that can lead you to, possibly different areas in your life, and that's up to you to decide which path you want to go on. Now, the Five of Wands is, this one is like, it could be like an imitation, competition, disagreement. In this card, we have like, kind of like a lizard figure, iguana, that has their skin, right? And then we have this other character in there, and he is wearing kind of like a robe that's the same skin as the lizard. So for this Five of Wands, it's about kind of competition. And we've got your focus card with aggression. So how I see that is that, as I said, you have different paths that you need to choose which is the right way. Now, going down those paths, and then this full moon in Scorpio, it looks like there are some hassles that may be coming your way these next 2 weeks. Competition at work or competition, wherever it is that your life is taking you. It seems like the path that you're going to be taking is could possibly cause some friction in terms of just bring some competition with someone else or other people, and in turn that's going to cause some aggression, some aggressive behaviors. So I think what this reading is saying for you, Gemini, is that you need to choose wisely, evaluate all of the paths, all of the options that you have, and really look beyond the present in terms of try and envision what the future could be like. You already know the different paths you can take, the people that you're going to be interacting with. So use your intuition and your senses to be able to tell people and the situation that you're going to be around. If you see that there may be someone who's kind of suspicious, kind of sus, some behaviors, maybe they may exhibit some competitiveness. And competition is all right, but if it comes with a lot of aggression, that's something that you're going to have to overcome. So just carefully look into the different options, the different paths that you have, and know that competition can come about, and know what is going to be your stance and how are you going to go about it. And if you are into, if you want to compete, know how you're going to, what's going to be your focus. Just know that energy is going to be there, and you're going to need to decide what's the best way to handle that energy. Okay? So that is for Gemini. Next up is Leo. Cancer. Next up is Cancer. All right. Cancer. Yeah, Cancer's reading for the full moon Scorpio. Cancer reading. Okay, here's your reading, Cancer. We've got the World card and the Six of Cups. We're going to do a focus. All right. So we're going to do a focus card for Cancer. Cancer, here is your reading. Competition. All right. So competition is the focus card. All right. So maybe you're going to be competing. Maybe you're going to be in some race, something like that. All right. So the sun is reflecting the world card. That's what you've got. And the world card is like an accomplishment. This person is sitting above the earth and just seeing, has that perspective where it's kind of like they're at a completion. They're able to look down and see the world below them. And then we have the moon Scorpio that is expressing the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about memories, innocence, childhood, goodwill, things like that. So let's see what that's about. Kind of like opposite things. We have the world. So you come to a point where you have completed something, you have accomplished something in your life, right? And due to that, there's going to be some feelings of memories and childhood memories, right? You went through certain things and you kind of matured to that level, and now you're kind of sitting on the throne looking down and saying, okay, this is what I see, this is what is left to do, or this is what I've accomplished. Now, while in that space, just seeing that some memories of the past are going to show up, or something from your childhood going to come through, some emotions that deal with a childhood aspect that you have endured in the past. It could have to deal with some competitive things that happened in your childhood. I think what it's saying is that there's just some memories, there's just some something that's going to come about that deals with the past and deals with the memories of when you were younger, and when you had to compete and kind of be in a competition with others. I feel that with this world card, you have this perspective. You have went through some changes, and you went through a lot of different things in your life, and now, kind of like you are God. You see now all the things that you went through, and one of the things that's just going to be popping up is just that some things from the past. You're able to see past, present, and kind of the future, and you're going to just be focusing a bit more of how the past has influenced you to be who you are right now. And I think Scorpio energy is just saying to go back to that time of innocence. You know, you may be accomplishing and moving forward and going towards your goals and everything like that, but don't forget about the past. And sometimes as you go through this world, you see what it's all about, the business aspect, the kind of cutthroat things. So don't forget about the time when you were innocent, the time when you didn't know as much, or didn't know as much about the world. There's some competition energy in there. It could be in your work or things like that, where you're going to be competing and doing and focusing on that energy. But it's just, I think that the full moon Scorpio is just saying that remember your past, remember where you came from, remember what you have done and how it brought you all the way from when you were younger all the way to now, when you can see the world for what it is. Okay? So it'll be interesting to see what that means to a lot of you Cancers, or how that can relate in your life right now. Okay? So next up is Leo. Leo. All right, Leo, we got the Sun card and the Knave or Page of Swords. And we're going to get your focus card right now. So just to tell you about the Page of Swords. I think it's about using your mind, being truthful. Get into that a little bit more. Let me first get your focus card. Right? For Leo, belief. Alright, so you've got in the Sun and Taurus, you've got this card, the Lover's card, which is it's actually a card for Gemini. But we have the Sun here, and we have it about love, and so it also reminds me a bit about Venus with energy as well. So I don't think that it's going to be anything too disruptive to your energy. Well, it looks like there is some friendships, some interactions with people or person that will bring you good energy, good feelings, good emotion. It'll be a delight to your senses. You've got the Sun in Taurus, and it's just you see this bright sun and it's shining upon these two people, and so I feel like these two people, they could be lovers, they could be friends, it could be someone who you share your opinion, your views with, and you guys reciprocate, you guys, it resonates, and you guys can understand each other. So it seems like that is going to be good energy. And this Knave of Swords, to me, it's like let me read from this card. What this one says about a knave or page is another word for it, of swords. Okay, here we go. It says a guardian, protector, like it's a guardian spirit. Cleverness, quick thinking, desire for improvement, striving. Okay. So number one, it's about your mind too, swords. So the guardian, a protector, could be this full moon in Scorpio. It's reflecting that energy of a person, a guardian, a protector. So there could be some good interactions with a guardian, someone who has some knowledge, someone that's in your life or is going to be coming into your life these next 2 weeks. It's going to be showing you. It's going to be like that protector energy. Someone who speaks their mind, is very quick with thinking, and desires for improvement. So I think what I can see from this, and then we have this belief card. I think it's saying that you should believe in yourself and believe in the connection that you're about to make with whoever it is. It doesn't have to be romantic, it could be. But there is good energy around here. It's just that there is some reciprocation of energies. You're going to be interacting with someone that is that's going to be really good. And I think it's saying to just use your mind and to believe that things will work out. Keep in the positive aspects. Keep positivity there. Use your head and your heart and just really go after the things that you believe in. Really speak about the things that you believe in, and I think that will attract more balanced space, more balanced energy into your life, Leo. So, yeah, the focus card is belief. What do you believe? What are some things that you want to speak about? I think that this card is just saying, this reading is saying that in these next 2 weeks, don't be afraid to speak about the things that you believe in, because it's going to be accepted. It's going to be accepted with open arms. There's going to be a good energy that's coming towards, going to be around you. And just be truthful. Just be just. Just speak your truth. Speak what you believe in, how you feel. Don't be afraid to do that. And just know that you're protected, and know that you, if you desire for improvement this week, if you really desire to improve different aspects of your life, that this is a good time. There's a good energy drawn. There's going to be people that are going to be resonating with you, and you're going to be resonating with them. So, yeah. So that's for Leo. Belief is your word. Okay, after Leo comes Virgo. Virgo. All right, Virgo, here is your reading. All right, so for you, Virgo, we actually have the Knave of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Okay? So I think the Sun of Taurus is saying that there's protection around you, Virgo. There is some guardian energy that is there watching over you. And the Ten of Cups is one of joy, one of peace, one of achievement, emotionally as well. So let's see what's your focus card, Virgo. Action. All right. So it's time to take action. Okay. It's time to take action. It's time to express yourself in the Sun of Taurus. Be that protector. Be that person that speaks up for others, that uses their mind, that is truthful in their words. And once you do that, you will be able to achieve a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of harmony in your life, mentally and emotionally, particularly. It's saying time to take action. So for these next 2 weeks, see if there's somewhere in your life where you can offer some more protection. You can offer someone some advice. You can offer someone that guardian aspect. You can shine some light on someone, because you doing that for these next 2 weeks, Virgo, will end up being very beneficial for you. It'll work in your favor, and you'll be able to see things to fruition. You'll be able to live in that Ten of Cups space, that cup of emotions, and it's all the way at the end where you're accomplishing, you are finding that love and that joy and that harmony. And that's all because you took the initiative, you took action. I was telling you just to take action this week and to speak up for someone who needs some help, you know? Be that strength, be that tower for someone, and stand up tall and strong, because this moon in Scorpio is saying that it's going to be some really fruitful things that can come from it. So, Virgos, take action these next 2 weeks in whatever aspect of your life that you feel you need to take action in: schoolwork, family, your job, your personal being, your physical, your health. It's saying to just really speak out now and really just protect yourself and the people around you in your circle. Give off that energy, and it'll definitely come back to you tenfold. Okay, so take action, Virgo. Next up is Libra. Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. And this full moon in Scorpio, Sun and Taurus, just for you. Continue with that. It's hard. Okay, we've got the Fool and the Nine of Cups. Okay, let's do a focus card. Just put it all together. This is for Libra. Family. All right. So we've got the Sun and Taurus saying that it's reflecting the light of the Fool. And the Fool is like the beginning, someone who's spontaneous, that's going out there, kind of not really aware of all the things around them. It's just kind of going out on a limb and just exploring all the things in their life, just going about and faith in themselves and kind of just moving ahead, moving there. Okay, so it seems like there's something new that's gonna be beginning, that's gonna be starting in these next 2 weeks for this full moon in Scorpio. So I don't know what it's gonna show up in your life, but there's just something new that you haven't done before, something kind of unexpected that's gonna be taking place. Maybe it's even in yourself, you're gonna be feeling a renewed energy, something that you want to change, something that you want to do differently, do something different with. And then we have the moon reflecting the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is one of having your wishes fulfilled, one of satisfaction, also pleasure as well. So that pleasure energy. And I think it's very, and then we have family. Interesting. So maybe you should do something possibly new with your family, or there's going to be something that's going to be popping up that is with your family. So the energy is just saying that if there's something that's going to be popping up, go for it. Go for the change, and go for it knowing that putting your wishes forward. So this full moon in Scorpio, what are you going to manifest? What wishes do you want? And especially in this topic of your family, your wife, your husband, your kids, even just your immediate family. You call your friends family. Just this whole kind of energy where you feel safe and where you feel nurtured. So go out on a limb. It may be something that's going to be shown. It's going to be expressed in these next 2 weeks, where you're going to have this full energy, or you need to have this energy of the school. And I think the moon is just saying that take some time also before you just jump out as well. Yeah, do something spontaneous, but also just take some time to really manifest things. So this is a good time where you can make a wish and it'll come true. You know what I mean? This is a time where you can, if it's with your significant other, where pleasures and sensuality can go about, and you can have that by just trying something new. So overall, Libra, saying that look into some issues in the family. That's your focus word for these next 2 weeks. And don't forget about manifesting with this full moon, because this is the opportune time for your wishes to come true. Seriously. And especially because Libra here with partnerships and coming together and business ideas and things like that. So don't be afraid of the school. Try something new. Go towards it. but also just have in the back of your mind that, hey, this is what I want to go towards. This is my wish. This is what's going to happen. This is, what I want to manifest. And then just go for it. Go for it. That's what people are saying. Go for it. And see how this family card pops up into your life as well. All right.